Y'all not gonna like what I'm finna say, but the truth ain't never been scared of a lie. Kenneka Jenkins' mother sold her soul for that $3.7 million. It is no way, no amount of money, none could make me turn my back on my child. If my child was taken off this earth in a way that wasn't intended for her, I need them answers. She had the whole world behind her. The whole world. People lost their life trying to find out the truth for you. Those demons are eating her up. Kenneka Jenkins' memories, the memories of her child, are eating her alive. She probably can't sleep at night. She can't eat. They didn't force you. The devil always gives you a choice. He have to give you a choice. It's written in spiritual law. He just knew what your soul really wanted. You didn't value your daughter's life. You valued money. They would have had to take me out. You get what I'm saying? Especially if people that was riding for her got their life took in the process. You can't expect sympathy from the same people that you told to leave it alone. You begged us to leave it alone after you got what your soul really wanted, and that's that 3.7 million. The devil knew she valued money over her child, bro. And that's exactly what he used to tempt her. And we all know, once you sell your soul, bro, it's gonna be hard to get it back, if you can get it back.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once, I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure, it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once, I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure, it's about to go up. Broke my blunt and passed my life.
Family, what's the word? We are back on this Kenneka thing. I do want to thank you guys for interacting with the videos and stuff like that. I got an Ashley Janae video that's doing some numbers out the blue. So anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for meeting me in that comment section. Thanks for letting me know where you're from, how long you've been tapped in, or what made you tap in. And let's continue that trend, y'all. Right now, let me know where you're tapped in from. And I'm going to wait.
I know for a fact.
I'm waiting. Still waiting.
Don't even have a tombstone on her grave.
I'm done waiting. Say nah. But yeah, tap in. Let me know where you're tapping in from. How long you've been tapped in, or what made you tap in. And let's get to this content. Before we do though, I want to talk about what the guy said. A lot of people was rooting for this woman, and we were. We really were. I mean, from the jump, things about this situation didn't add up, didn't make any sense at all. And this lady had people out here trying to help her find out what happened. In that first clip, the introductory clip, that's the home of a person that received $3.7 million from a settlement. So just imagine the thoughts she has every day of just mismanaging money, how she acquired the money. Still doesn't have justice. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of the people that she helped probably don't help her. And that's facts. Now, when the dude said that people lost their lives helping her, that wasn't a lie. It was not a lie at all. This is Zack TV, and a lot of people say what they say about Zack TV. Check this clip out. Now, before I play this clip, listen closely to the voice on the phone. Listen very closely. I was told that in the comments, in one of my videos in the comment section, I was told that the mystery lady was Kenneka's mom. Yes. Kenneka's mom.
Don't
Check this
understand
out.
why would they target her out of everybody?
I don't know.
Okay, and you're saying that we should not take our eyes off the friends?
Don't take your eyes off of them.
You got me a little nervous now. I'm like, what the is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's deeper than what you think, because I was, you know, it reminded me, and they keep on saying it too. Get out. The town, the whole town is connected.
So you saying do not? So I should never talk about the case again? Don't put shit.
Don't even go into it because they're watching you.
Are you from Chicago?
No, I'm not.
Wow. Hey, can I ask you, what's your name again, ma'am? Tanya. I'm gonna say this. I received literally probably like 7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls with people threatening me.
It's bigger than us, bro. They tried to find a fall guy. Like, let's put it on these young man. Yeah. Chainsaw Massacre, man. Everybody seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In that movie, you learned the mama was in it, uncle was in it, the cop, he was in it, everybody was in it. It's like,
So you saying the hotel staff was a part of it?
I'm not gonna just throw it off on them. I'm not gonna say the whole hotel staff. I'm just saying. You do that shit. Yeah, bro.
Why they ain't record the tapes back? Why they ain't?
This shit's getting crazy. It's getting spooky. It's getting crazy. Every second is some new information. Every other day is some other shit going on with it. I don't know. Right before she said, right after she said, like, we shouldn't be talking on this. They can easily cut us off. They watching you. They watching every page. Cause I'm like, how the fuck you get my number? Then she like, I got it from a social site, Twitter. For one, my number is not on Twitter. I don't want them to trace my number. Mind you, she already called me private. So she hang up and called my other phone. Yo, word. She called this phone. I don't know how the fuck she got this number. I had this phone for like 2 months, my nigga. That's personal. That's for family only. That scared me. For 3, she talk about a lot of shit. You know, to me, all her friends are innocent. She say, no one's innocent. No one, don't look away. And I'm like, yo, who is she? And I asked her, yo, were you in that room? No. She denied everything.
Zack, and this is gonna hurt. See, I didn't know Kenneka. But I knew Zack. And we had a lot of conversations. They killed my... Zack, that wasn't no gang related. That was an orchestra fucking hit. Because he was digging into the... Excuse me. Because he was digging into the things. Okay? Zack unlocked the key to this whole shit. And they were scared. So they killed him. Because they were scared that with the movie he was being made, he was going to tell too much. They felt like the deeper he got, the more he was going to tell. The more people was going to get in trouble. They couldn't take that risk, so they killed him. For no reason. Because he wanted to get justice for a girl. Whose family don't even get justice.
Alright, so Zack TV, we know he led the brigade with the research and stuff for Kenneka. And he had a lot of contact with a lot of people. But he was getting this mysterious call from a mysterious person. And like I said before, in that clip, you can hear a lady that does kind of resemble Kenneka's mom's voice. You can hear that. But the second part of that clip is allegedly somebody that was involved with the project, quote unquote, to get Kenneka. Now, Zack, they made him pass, or let me rephrase that. He passed away, and you would have thought that it was gang related or just gang influenced, street influenced. And that reminds me of something that somebody that was on my channel back in the day would always say. They take you out how you live. Now, the reason I think that person said that is because once a person or people know you live a certain way, and if you succumb to whatever, they're going to think that it was that certain way that you lived. But we were way smarter than that. We knew that Zack was dealing with something that was bigger than him. He knew he was dealing with something that was bigger than him. I just don't think he knew how deep it got. Yeah. I do want to say this. That freezer thing. You put things in a freezer when you want to preserve them. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now, let's get to the clip that we came here for.
This is something that I've been like dreading to speak on for years since the shit happened, because a lot of people think with emotion and not logic. Like from the whole get-go, a lot of people were basing things off of emotion, starting with the blame of the friends. So let me start off saying it was a video from yesterday where Kenneka Jenkins' mom was seen running down the street naked, right? So she was seen running down the street naked. And this comes out just a few weeks after she was just on the internet.
Now, I do want to say this. People in the comments would say that she's an Eastern Star and it was a ritual. Now, this is a humiliation ritual and things like that. I don't think it goes that deep. I really don't. I don't think it goes that deep. I don't think it has to do with her leveling up or anything. Because if anything, she downgraded big time. Allegedly.
Talking about not being quiet anymore. Not a coincidence. It's no such thing as a coincidence, because everything has to coincide. You know, so she's seen running down the street naked right after all this happens. Now, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas, I would have never did this, I would have never did that for my daughter, blah, blah, blah. We all say things, right? Because I would have never did it either. But at the same time, we don't know if it was deeper than just being silenced for money, or if this lady was being threatened. You don't know if her life was being threatened, if the family lives were being threatened, because you have to remember that she's dealing with powerful people here. If they're telling her to be quiet and sweep this up under the rug and we're going to give you money, I'm pretty sure it was much deeper than just money.
Now, she was dealing with some heavy people, I'll say that. But the thing is, word is word, a signature is signature. When she signed that paper and allowed that money to get deposited to her or check, whatever, however it was handled, it got handled. But the moment it got handled and she agreed to handle it their way, she forfeited her voice. Now, these people don't have her running around naked. They don't have her running around naked. In my opinion, it's Kenneka. It's her conscience. It's the choices she made out of whatever desperation she was in. But one thing that does not skip my mind is the video where she says she'll always be rich. Now, I could see her sitting there like, you know what? Let me go ahead and take this. I can't get my daughter back. What happened, happened. Let's move forward. But why would you move forward without any answers? That's what I want to know.
You know, and again, I'm being logical here. I'm not just going off of emotion, because I don't think she just took the money saying her daughter, again, this is me. You know, and y'all can think how y'all want to think, but this is me. I think that it was deeper than that. Now, let's get back to the case, because I remember it like it happened yesterday. First of all, black people especially, I'm speaking to my people when it comes down to this. When all that stuff happened, that little girl, when all that stuff happened with Kenneka Jenkins, not little girl, everybody was blaming her friends. I would have never left my friend drunk. I would have never did this. I would have as if all those young ass kids wasn't drunk. And it's not about making excuses. It's about understanding reality. Those were teen kids out drinking, already doing shit that they wasn't supposed to do. And just because you and me probably grew up knowing not to leave our friends, don't mean that a lot of these kids were thinking that way. So let's just start there. So the higher ups and the police and all of these people let us come up with our own narratives while they came up with how they were gonna lie about this whole situation. So as the internet was tearing the friends down for about a week or two, they were sitting back lying, telling us that, oh, the cameras didn't work, we have no media footage. And then all of a sudden, surprisingly, they dropped media footage. Everybody just kicked everything that they said in the beginning to the curb. Why wasn't that the first red flag that popped up in people's head? Like,
there you go. That was the the main part that made me want to bring this to you guys. A narrative that was self-formed. This thing got so out of hand to where people were looking in the reflections of people's sunglasses and things like that. And I felt like whoever did whatever, it was at the perfect moment. You got some wild drunk kids from Chicago doing what they're not supposed to do. It might have been, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Meet me in the comment section. Let me know how long you've been tapped in. Let me know where you're tapping in from. And I'm out. Peace.